At 17, my adopted sister accused me of getting her pregnant. My family disowned me, my girlfriend left, and I vanished. 10 years later, the truth came out, and they showed up crying at my door. I didn't answer. You cleared the air that night when you told me I wasn't your son. He sighed, frustrated. I was angry. You have to understand, it was a different time. Things looked bad. So you hit first, asked questions never. His face tightened. You don't have to keep holding on to hate, son. I'm not holding on to hate, I said, pulling out my phone. I'm holding on to self-respect. He frowned. What are you? I pressed a button. Security. I've got someone trespassing at the front. Big guy in a red jacket. His expression changed instantly. You're calling security on your own father? You're not my father, I said. You're a stranger who ruined my life. The security guard from the next building came over a few minutes later, asked him to leave. Dad muttered curses all the way to his truck, slammed the door, and peeled out of the lot. When the silence returned, I just sat there at my desk, staring at the same spot he'd stood. Meanwhile, bits of gossip reached me through old contacts. My family was falling apart. Dad had lost his job at the plant after yelling at a supervisor. Word was he'd nearly gotten arrested for it. Mom barely left the house. Neighbors said she was sickly and not herself anymore. My brother's wife had taken their kids and moved in with her parents after finding out what happened years ago. Everything they built, every illusion of being the perfect family, was cracking. People love to say karma takes its time. I'd say it arrived right on schedule. One afternoon, my employee Kevin came into the office with a small box. Hey boss, this was sitting outside the door, he said. Inside were letters. Dozens of them. My name, Jackson Smith, written on every one in shaky handwriting. No return address. I didn't have to open them to know who they were from. My mom had always been dramatic about handwriting. I carried the box into the back room, set it on a shelf above the storage bins, and walked away. That night, I sat in my office and I looked up at the window where those letters sat. I thought about all the words inside, probably apologies, excuses, maybe Bible verses about forgiveness. But forgiveness is a luxury for people who didn't spend nights sleeping in their car, wondering why no one believed them. I didn't want closure. I wanted distance. So I left the letters sealed. Every last one. I kept them in that box, locked away. They wanted forgiveness because it made them feel lighter, not because they deserved it. They didn't want me. They wanted redemption, and I wasn't giving it to them. I looked up at the sky and muttered to myself, they erased me once. Now I erase them forever. I thought that was it. The end. But the past has a way of finding cracks to crawl through. It was 3 months later when I got the letter. Plain white envelope. No return address. Inside was a single sheet of paper. Ann Williams requests to meet with you at Maple Ridge Correctional